Hey everyone, watch me wipe working with Mediar AI Agent. So here we have like a simple form that we probably fill out like every day, 10 times a day. That is quite annoying. So like when I click, sometimes it simply doesn't recognize the input that I included last time. So I have to do it again, which is pretty annoying. Yeah, let me do it one last time. So my name is Matthew and my email is m13v. Okay, that's just like a random form that I find common like on the internet. But here's like a new thing. So when I click register, AI agent picks up and updates the memory. What does it mean? Take a look. So I go to the system settings of Mediar AI Agent. It's just like a simple text file, but it has the data that I previously inputted in some other forms. It correctly picks up the data about myself based on the forms that I submitted in the past and updates the memory about me. So here's the data that was updated just now and based on my previous submission forms about myself, my name, email, job, organization, industry, LinkedIn, and X, right? Here's the thing. Now I'm going to use this context seamlessly in my day-to-day workflows. Let me show how it works. So I go to like any other form. Let's say I'm going to like sign up for some trial for some like interesting AI SaaS product. I get to the page. I refresh it and it fills out it instantly. Take a look. So it identified like my first name and second name. See the source file? It's a full name. So it understands where it's a full name and where it's the first name. It also included the information about the company that I work for. Oh, let's take a look at this field. What was this field? How do you define yourself? So back to our file. My job is a co-founder and software engineer, but there is no software engineer in the list and no co-founder. So it picked other. Then the organization, department, it didn't find like any relevant organization unless it's startup, which is like a correct selection. It correctly identified that I'm United States and California, which is my address. So now you just look over the data and press submit. Let's move on. Take another example. Here we have a Calendly link. Let's see how it works. So I'm going to refresh the page. And it immediately fills out the entire application. Let's see how it did it. So in this case, there was only one field, name, and it typed in full name. It like just reasons through the form and understands what's the most appropriate input value. It included my email address, and also there was a field that was not in the source document, but it's somewhat understandable from the context of this page that the conversation is about probably some like product, and it knows that I'm working as a software engineer, so it made a generic request, which I might delete or might edit, but it's like kind of like a starting point. Hi, I'd like to learn more about your product. Sounds good. I'm probably going to delete this page because like don't find it useful, and I'm just going to schedule an event. But let's move on. Here's another example. Form. So I'm going to refresh the page now, and AI agent will pre-fill everything without me telling it anything. Let's take a look. It filled out everything. Let's scroll and see. So it did the full name here, email address, organization. It included the full role because it like didn't find any more specific like request. Here it asks for like your main link, social media, and between LinkedIn and Twitter, it included LinkedIn since it was like the first one in my original file that was like memory updated from the past submissions, right? So I probably use it more often. It selected networking like yes. I mean, might say no, and then it correctly identified what like I'm working on and what I can respond to based on like idea that I'm like signing up for this event, which is like Desktop AI Agents. So now when I press request to join, see what happens. It updated the memory. So next time I come across question like, do you want to share my contact details? And I selected no. It knows that I don't want my contact details to be shared. So it will pick the right option for me. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you sign up today.